Hi, this is for SAP FICO training. This is an SAP FICO training test on the topic of accounts payable business partner. Let's get into it. What are the 5 configuration points for accounts payable business partner? Define business partner groups and number ranges. Maintain actual number ranges for business partners. Synchronization control for business partners. Configure the link between the business partner and the vendor. Configure the integration from the vendor to business partner. In the financial processes related to purchasing, what is business partner used to manage? Posting vendor invoices, payment processing, clearing and reconciliation of open items. In SAP S/4HANA, how is the master data for accounts payable managed? Via business partner master data object. In SAP ERP, what were business partners used to manage? Partner master data objects, mostly in financial supply chain management. In SAP S/4HANA, what is business partner used to manage? Vendor/customer master records. Is the use of business partner optional or required in financial accounting? Required. Name 4 benefits of the new business partner concept. A fully integrated relationship exists between vendors and customers when the same company/person serves as both the supplier and a customer of the organization. General data is shared between different business partner roles. Application-specific business partner roles can be created that extend already defined business partners, such as for credit management or collections management. A harmonized architecture now exists between SAP functional areas. What is the T code used to manage all business partner master data processes? BP. What happens if you use an old T code to maintain business partners? You are redirected to BP. What is finance data for vendors in BP divided into? General data and company code data. What T code is used to navigate through the business partner master record? BP. What is the buy drop-down list used for? To search business partners by role. Which role is used to view business partners maintained as vendors? 8, by supplier number. How do you remove the limit to the number of vendor output? Remove 100 from the max hits field. Do you get to the general data for a particular, how do you get to the general data for a particular business partner? Double click any vendor number in the vendor output. What is the data in the general data screen valid for? All partner functions of the business partner. What is the general data screen organized into? Tabs such as address data, control, payment transactions, etc. What is found in the display in BP role drop-down list? The roles maintained for the business partner. What does the FI supplier role contain? The vendor's financial data. What does the supplier role contain? The vendor's purchasing data. What kind of tabs are displayed when you select the FI supplier role? Financial accounting related tabs such as tax data. What is a strategy you can use in BP to see the changes you just made? Toggle between display and change. How do you view the company code level data for the vendor? Select Supplier Financial Accounting. Select Company Code from the top menu. How do you maintain the vendor for another company code? Click the Switch Company Code button. How would you describe the fields maintained at the company code level? They can be different from company code to company code. What belongs in the reconciliation account field? The general ledger account that is posted to each time something is posted to this vendor. When is this reconciliation account normally credited and debited? Credited for vendor invoices, debited for payments, credit memos, or when clearing open vendor items. What does the business partner and vendor have in common? They have the same 4-digit number. Are the business partner and the vendor the same object? No, they are different objects. Since the business partner and the vendor are different objects, why do they have the same 4-digit number? It is best practice for the configuration of number ranges assigned to vendor account groups and business partner account groups. Technically speaking, what can the business partner object and the vendor object have? Different four-digit numbers. What do you see when you go to define business partner groups and their number ranges? A list of business partner groups and their number range keys. What is assigned when you create a business partner from a specific group? A number from the corresponding number range of that group. What should you note about the business partner number and the vendor number? The system creates separate account numbers referring to their four-digit identification key. When posting to the vendor, what account number is used? The vendor account number. What should the numbers be that are assigned on the business partner and vendor levels? The same. What is the prerequisite to assigning the actual number range to a business partner? You must first define the number range. For business partners, are the number range number and the actual number range maintained in the same place? No, they are maintained in separate activities. What is the prerequisite to assigning the actual number range to a business partner? You must define the number range number first. What is the first thing you run into when you go to define the actual number ranges for a business partner? What do you click to proceed? The number range object for the business partner, BU underscore partner. Click edit. What can you do in the activity when you are defining the actual number ranges for the business partner? Change existing number ranges, create new number ranges. Are vendor groups and their number ranges defined and assigned in the same activity? No, they have separate activities. What activity comes first for vendor group number ranges? First, define the vendor number range number, then define the actual number ranges for the vendor number range number. What do you see when you go to define the actual number ranges for vendors? What do you click to proceed? The number range object, creditor. Click edit. When you edit the numbers in the from and to columns, what does that change? The actual number ranges for the number range numbers. After the number range numbers and their actual number ranges are defined for both the business partner and the vendor, what is configured next? The customer vendor integration, CVI. What is CVI? The link between the business partner from one side and the vendor and the customer from the other side. When configuring the synchronization control for business partners, what is the one thing you need to do? Activate synchronization object BP by selecting the PPO active checkbox. When configuring the link between the business partner and the vendor, what is the first thing you will see? A list of business partner roles related to the vendors. What is the business partner role for financial accounting vendors? FLVN00. When configuring the link between the business partner and the vendor, what must you do? Make sure vendor based is selected. When vendor based is selected, what does that ensure? Having a vendor for this business partner role is mandatory. What happens when you process a business partner with the FLVN00 role that has vendor based selected? The system automatically creates or updates the vendor with the relevant data in financial accounting. What is the purpose of configuring the integration from vendor to business partner? To map vendor groups with business partner roles. Groups with business partner roles. Select new entries, then link relevant vendor groups with desired business partner roles. What does linking vendor groups with relevant business partner roles accomplish? When you process a vendor, the system will automatically update the associated business partner. That concludes this test. Thank you for your time.